Raise a hand up if you never expected we'll be seeing another Tecno Spark series this year. I know I'm definitely not the only one, but the reality is here we have it. This is a Tecno Spark 20. It's a successor to the Tecno Spark 10 that was released not up to a year ago. Now in this video, I will be telling you all you need to know about this device and of course how much of an improvement it is when compared to the Tecno Spark 10. The Tecno Spark 20 comes with all of the basic accessories you're going to need to use this phone. We have a transparent TPU case, we have an 80 watts fast charger with a charging cable, we also have the wired headphones. But when it comes to design, I think it's high time we really get used to this design because it seems it's going to be around for a while. But personally, I love the design, I love the camera arrangement. But when it comes to build quality, the rear and side of the Tecno Spark 20 is made of recycled plastic, which is quite different from the Tecno Spark 10, which had a glass back, although I stand corrected, but I think that's what the Tecno Spark 10 came with. However, it still looks premium. It has a matte finishing, so you don't get to struggle with fingerprint smudges and of course, dust. Remember, the Tecno Spark 20 doesn't have an official IP rating for dust and water, so you also don't want to bring this device close to water in any way. Apart from that, the cutout around the phone is practically the same. The most noticeable difference from the Tecno Spark 10 being the fact that we now have dual speakers set up. And honestly, the audio quality from these speakers is very impressive. We also have the volume rockers at the right of the phone, and then also a fingerprint sensor that looks really fast when unlocking your device. At the left side, we have a SIM card tray that houses dual nano SIM card, obviously, and of course, a space for external memory card that can support up to 512 gigabytes. The color of this unit I have is cyber white. You also have other colors too which you can choose from. It has 4 gigs of RAM which I can decide to extend to 8 gigabytes using memory fusion, and it has 128 gig of internal storage space. This is going for around 105,000 naira, which I am not so sure of because as at the point of making this video, there is no official pricing from Tecno for this device. Now turning to the screen, it is still the same 6.6 inches IPS LCD display with a 90 Hz refresh rate, 720 pixel resolution, and a 500 nits of peak brightness. So what that means is that you may not find it convenient using this phone under direct sunlight, and then also the 90 Hz is adaptive, so you want to switch it between 60 or 90 Hz depending on how much impact you want it to have on your battery. But I would advise you leave it at auto switch so that the phone gets to determine which refresh rate suits whatever it is you are doing at a particular point in time. The viewing angle is great, and if you are watching YouTube videos with this device, you can watch up to 2K, which means you get really sharp, vibrant colors when you're watching videos on this device. And honestly, added to the fact that the audio quality from the speakers of this phone is very great, you will have a much improved user experience. The screen also has a punch hole cutout for the front-facing camera, but it also duals as the dynamic port, like the Magic Ring that we have in Infinix phones or the dynamic island that we have in iPhones. So one thing I want to advise is that when you buy this phone, you want to go to settings, then look for special functions, tap on it and turn on dynamic port. Also under special functions, you have others like memory fusion, game mode, and video assistance. All of this will really improve your user experience. So that is one thing you want to do immediately you purchase this phone. The battery on here is 5000 mAh and it comes with an 18 watts charger that takes about 2 hours to get this device from 0 to 100%. Now it should serve you a day and more, obviously depending on your usage. For me, I got about 5 to 6 hours screen on time. Now we have a MediaTek Helio G85 compared to the Helio G37 that we have in the Tecno Spark 10. And when you look at the nano review comparison between these two processors, you can see that when it comes to CPU and gaming performance, we're having almost 2 times the improvement. I don't play much games, but I did play the Asphalt 9 on this device, and trust me, the graphics were very good. I didn't experience any kind of lags while I was playing the game. The battery didn't drop so much, and of course, coupled with the excellent quality of the speakers of this phone, it was a very good gaming experience. Honestly, I keep referring to the speakers because I tell you the truth, they are very impressive. Out of the box, the Tecno Spark 20 comes with Android 13 with the iOS version 13 skin over it. Will you be getting any further Android update? Well, I can't say for now, But of course, you'll be getting some security pouches and other 1 or 2 updates from Tecno themselves. Now moving to the camera department, is a 50 megapixel main camera at the back along with a 32 megapixel selfie camera. Now here are some pictures I took with the 50 megapixel. They look really sharp and decent. The colors are true, and of course it handles dynamic range very well. However, one point of note is that you want to make sure you select the 50 megapixel for you to even get more detailed pictures. And here are some comparisons between the pictures I took with the 50 megapixel and the AI camera. Did you notice any difference? Let me know in the comment section below. On portrait mode, the pictures looks decent also when there is a human subject in focus. However, when there is no human subject, trust me, it is very hard to focus. Additionally, the camera of the Tecno Spark 20 also comes with a Pro mode that allows you to be able to tweak 1 or 2 parameters like the white balance, ISO, and even autofocus to be able to fit into whatever settings or whatever it is you're trying to shoot. I know the professional photographers and videographers will find this function really useful. Now switching to the front, like I said, is a 32 megapixel selfie camera and it takes pretty decent selfies. And also when you look at this picture, it handles dynamic range very well. However, one thing I noticed is that the phone gets to process your pictures after it has taken it. So you really would see a difference between the picture when you're trying to take it and when you finally taking the picture. Now, when it comes to videos, both the front and the back cameras can shoot at maximum 2K at 30 FPS. There is no form of stabilization, obviously, but you can get some form of software stabilization if you take it down to 1080p at 30 frames per second. What do you think about the quality of this video? Let me have your thoughts in the comment section below.
Okay, so this is the 32 megapixel front facing camera at 2K 30 fps maximum, which is very good, shooting at 2K, and it looks very decent, clear. The colors are very good. I like it. But let's see how it handles sun rays, how it processes sunlight outside. So I'm just going to step off the car. And how does it handle dynamic range? The back, I can't really get to see those tanks properly. Thank you.
So at the end of it all, what do I think about the Tecno Spark 20? It's a pretty decent device. For 105,000 naira, which is the rumored price, you are getting a whole lot. An improved design, obviously, a display that is pretty decent for the price point, a processor that is also so much improved, and of course, a camera that takes very decent pictures. So honestly, at that price point, for me, this is a steal. And of course, it's a phone I would definitely recommend to as many people as possible. Now, the spec so much resembles the Redmi 13C, so definitely a comparison is already in the works. If you want to see that, you want to subscribe to the channel right now. And also give this video a like so that more people get to actually see it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.